This is how Chester's leaked Hypercharge should work in Brawl Stars. Because in case you missed, Chester is getting a Hypercharge. But don't let Supercell get away with shortcuts. Because think about it, Chester has a longer range with 5000 plus damage at max. But his super is even better. Chester has 5 supers which are truly legendary. Super 1 lets you throw a candy which explodes. Super 2 is a powder of poison which deals damage. Super 3 forms a circle of pop rocks which deals damage. Super 4 helps you heal. And Super 5 shoots a candy that stuns the enemy. That means Chester will have 5 unique Hypercharge. So here's my idea. Hypercharge candy bomb should explode with more candies inside, just like Skibidi Mike. Hypercharge poison powder should be bigger than your mom. Hypercharge pop rock circle should also heal your teammates. Hypercharge healing should also give you a shield. And finally, Hypercharge stun candy should disable the enemy attack, just like OTs. Here's how the leaked Mandy Hypercharge should work in Brawl Stars. Because in case you missed, Mandy's getting a Hypercharge and it is confirmed. In the latest Brawl Stars nipple trailer, you can see the Mandy's Hypercharge symbol. And this is a massive deal. Not only we're getting Chester's Hypercharge, the Candyland trio got the fastest Hypercharge in the game. So think about it. Mandy's normal attack is a long-range, high-caliber candy sniper, but her super is the deadliest in the game. Mandy shoots a beam of sugar that has infinite range and deals a diabetic loads of damage. You can pretty much snipe anything from across the map, but it is also very hard to use since it's slow and very narrow. So here's what I think. Let's give Mandy a Hypercharge called Diabetes. Instead of giving Mandy the 3-beam mutation, which is very useless for the most part, let's make her super a bit wider, just like Cole's Hypercharge. This simple change will make her useful and possibly diabetes. This is how the League Brawler Hypercharge should work in Brawl Stars. Because in case you missed, Supercell hinted new Hypercharge for Meca and Bo. While we still don't know how it works, here's what I think. Let's give Meca Hypercharge called Meca Overload. Here, when she activates her Mecha suit, the robot will spawn with a shockwave that will deal damage and knockback. She should also get a speed boost for 4 seconds. But when she is in Robo mode, her normal super is a swing of blade which does a lot of damage. So for Hypercharge, let's give that swing a slowing effect which slows players down. This will be useful since Meg uses a spray and pray. But talk about Bo's Hypercharge. Most throwing brawlers either have increased area or secondary attack. So the 85% of my guess will be increased area for damage like Barley, or instead of 3 mines, there will be 6 mines for Bo. And I think that is very lazy. What I want is instant detonation for Hypercharge mines when triggered. This is so simple yet so powerful, and I hope they do justice. Here's how Meeple should be fixed in Brawl Stars. Because let's be real, Meeple is the only brawler which has longer range, aimbot, and wall hack. His attack literally curves to hit your target. And here's why he will be so broken in the season. These are all the upcoming maps for Knockout. They are all plain and wide. This one is literally for bounty. With ample of space like this, having Meeple on your side is perfect for finishing off your enemy. But even after all that, players think he is boring and weak, and they even call him ugly. Like, come on, he is very pooky wookie. But let's fix him. How about we increase his bullet speed similar to Piper, and let's decrease his reload speed similar to Shade. But why stop here? Let's give him a Hypercharge called Payback, where any bullet that goes through his super will stun the player for 2 seconds. This is all possible because he understands the rule, and those rules are meant to be broken. This is how the most weakest brawler should be fixed in Brawl Stars. Ollie might be the only brawler who won't get nerfed after the release. In fact, he needs a serious buff. Think about it. Ollie's main attack is so low, it won't even be enough to Ollie up anyone. His range is not even great, and his reload speed might put you in trouble. And for a very good reason. Ollie's super is a dash followed by a circle which does some damage. But the brawlers inside that circle will be hypnotized, and they start following you until the effect is over. If you think about it, this could turn disastrous. A sneaky Shelly is enough to end this whole man's career, and I'm afraid Ollie Polly might enter past Ash. But here's what I think. Let's give Ollie a Hypercharge called Betrayal. Here, any brawler that's inside the circle will be hypnotized, and they start friendly firing their own teammate. It's a simple change which will be hilarious to watch, and it might save the man's career. This is how the most broken brawler should be fixed in Brawl Stars. Shade is literally a slap on the face when it comes to sheer power. Think about it. He's an epic brawler who can walk on water, has a spear to charge his super, and surprisingly, he can also go through walls. This could literally be a legendary, but no, this is Shade. But here's how I want to fix it. Let's give him the ability to fly away so he can escape the gas. After all, he's a ghost. But wait, how about permanently increasing his range? That way we can control the entire map. But that's not all. Since he can go through wall, what's stopping him from not receiving any damage during his super? He should be invincible. But why stop here? Let's give him a Hypercharge called Ghostly Spawn, where he can teleport anywhere on the map. This will change the way we play. But he is still very weak against Skibidi Sigma Edgar. This is how the most forgotten brawler should be fixed in Brawl Stars. Because let's be real, Griff is one of those brawlers who is so good yet so underrated. Think about it. He has a longer range with the deadly attack, and even deadlier super which got buffed. But even after all that, he's by far the least popular in the Skibidi trio, and with the most amount of ugly skins, because all the good skins went to Sigma Edgar and Colette, whereas Spooky Griff was all alone. So here's what I think. First, get the fraud some good skins. I would like Piggy Bank Griff, and then let's give Griff a Hypercharge called Bankruptcy. Here, whenever Griff uses his Hypercharge super, the enemy brawler will lose some of his gold from the real Brawl Stars account. This Hypercharge does emotional damage which will bankrupt players, and this will create a cycle where everyone is stealing gold from everyone. This is the only way to make him relevant.